So, hello again. So, what I just wanted to do today was look into another example of a lock screen. Let me show you here. So, this goes back to the first one. So, this is my so for this example, what I did was you had to enter a temporary password, 1, 2, 3, and it was 4 ones, then enter. Then it goes into my home screen, but you can always delete that part of the puzzle. And you click it, and then it says here, change passcode and pick a passcode. I'm going to say 3 3s. Enter, and then confirm the passcode. Enter. Also, what it does is say, let's say for example, you forget your passcode. Let's say you thought it was 3 6s or something. No, it's incorrect. You can't remember your passcode. So it took me a while to figure out. Usually, whenever you forget your passcode, it's 4 zeros or 3 zeros or 4 ones or 3 ones. So I wanted to get away from that. The only thing I could think of at the time was to change the passcode. Whenever you enter the 4 ones, those 4 ones change to another code. 278. I think it's 2785. Oops. It was 2789. So once you enter that passcode, then it allows you to change it. I accidentally pushed the enter. It says change pass, and then up here it says change passcode. Okay, to say 3 3s. Then it goes into that again. So let's look into that. So the first thing is what you need to do is, this is a new number pad. For this one, you can't reuse the old ones, or you can't add the programming into the old ones. Because it was too much code and too much conflicting ifs and if else's, and not just that. Whenever it did transition from between the screens, it would like flicker in between screens, and so it was not a clean look at it. So for this example, we need 4 variables. And in these variables, like for the example, the first one, this is like the first passcode. This is going to be the first passcode and the change passcode. So if you look at the value for this one, the value on this one is 4 ones. And then the VA0, the variable 1, the variable 2, and the variable 3. Those values are all 1s. Okay, we'll go into more detail into why and what these are as well. So let's look into the let me see here, the page itself. So in the page itself, right when you enter into the page, into the keypad itself, what it does is it's gonna ask for let's see, does anyone? Yeah. So what it's doing is it's checking for the header on T1 and T0. like a is if it's going to be a change passcode, or if it's going to be a confirm passcode or enter passcode. So let's say for the first one, I have it down as once you enter the 4-1. No, actually no. The first one is a enter passcode. I have these in incorrect order. So I have it down as change passcode first. So what we're gonna do is, like in the previous video, always when you enter the screen itself, T0, which will show the numbers here. Always clean out the screen. You never want to leave the previous numbers on there. Make it look clean. So T0.txt equals T0.txt minus 10. 10 values there. So I just clear out the whole screen. And then I have it set for 10, which in reality should be like 4. But I just did it real quick here. So we're clearing out the screen. And then if VA3 variable 3 dot value equals to 0, so the variable 3, which is, we're using variable 3 as for if it's a number 1, it's a change passcode. If it's a number 2, it'll be confirm passcode. And let's see, enter passcode, change, confirm passcode, and change passcode. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, if it's a 0, it's a change passcode. If it's a 1, enter passcode, and 2, it's a confirm passcode. So the variable 3 will be like for our header. So right when it goes into the page, it's going to clear out the screen, and it's going to add a header. So let's look into the buttons themselves. The buttons themselves are pretty much self-explanatory, same as the calculator and same as the previous keypad themselves as into the passcode. So nothing really changes here. All the ACs and the clears are all the same. And the cancel as well is the same. And then the trick of the little is the enter itself. So the trick of is the enter. So let's look into the enter button itself. So for the enter button, we're going to look into the T0, the values that are entered on the screen itself. So you're going to convert them, which is T0.txt, comma, the variable, and you're going to put it into, when you grab those and convert it, you're going to put it into the variable number 2, the variable value. So VA2.val, comma, 0. So you're going to put it into the 0 there. I'm sorry, you're going to put it into variable number 2 there. So if variable 0 value is equal to the variable number 2 value, so if you, let's say for the first one is VA0 is 1111, if you enter 1111 and click enter, then we're going into this if statement. Then variable 0 value will change to 2789. VA3, variable 3 will equal to a 0. So we're changing out the heading. Variable 1 will also equal to 0. And then page home. So we're looking into variable 1 next. So let's say we already did that, and then we come back to this screen. And the next screen is the enter passcode. It will ask you to enter a passcode once you do it correctly. So if, now remember, variable 1 was a 1 in the beginning. So now, let's see here, give me, yeah, so we changed it. When we came here, we changed it to a 0. Now, if variable 1 value is equal to a 0, then you're going to convert the text into, you're going to convert the text that's on the screen for T0 into variable 1, and then you're going to change a variable 3 value into a number 2. We're changing the heading already and going to home. So this is your changing, it's asking you to change your passcode. So you have to put the change, let's say, for 333, 3 threes. You're storing the bank into bank variable 1. You're storing the 3 threes into variable 1 because when you come back, it has to be the same one. To do the confirmation, it has to be the same. So variable 1 is just a storing bank for the first passcode. Then in here it says once you come back to confirm it, if they do not equal, then you're going to clear out the screen. Then if they do equal, so if they do equal to each other, let's see, if variable 2 and variable 1 do equal to each other, then you can go on, you do into whatever you want to do here to this point. But for you have to set everything back to its normal state, like variable 2 is 0, variable 1 is a 1. Variable 2 equals a 0, ends up changing out the header again to enter passcode. Variable value is equal to 1, we're changing back to normal state, back to its original state. And then on this part of the puzzle here, what I did here was, let's say when I start off the my homepage and the keypad itself, I set it up to where the default is 85%. So it's nice and bright so you can see the screen. But then when you leave the screen, let's say you had set it up to where, like a power saver mode, and it goes to 10%. Then you have to set it up at 10% on your bright screen or for your screen itself. Then that's what I did here. Right when it leaves the enter button, it changes the dims, the dims of the display itself. And then it goes into my page, which a specific page, I put it as pages into a file. And it's pretty simple. That's it. Mainly it was just a variables and the enter button itself. So really quick was, I mean, this is, of course, there's always room for improvement. I hope you like this video. I find it useful. You have a good day. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up just to let me know that you're out there, and you have a wonderful day.